For everything scary, I'm GMHaunts, and today I'm going to be reacting to the brand new leaked Home Depot 2021 Mad Scientist and Mini Scientist Animatronic. So before I even start the actual video, I just want to say this. If you follow me on Instagram, which you totally should, at GMHaunts, you probably saw that a little while ago I posted this image that I am showing here. Now, if you read it, which you can pause the video and read it back if you want to, if you haven't seen it before, or if you do follow me on Instagram, you probably read it already. I posted that in regards to when there were some certain Spirit Halloween 2021 leaks going around. Now, I wrote that image saying that I would not be covering Spirit 2021 leaks because I thought it was malicious and I didn't want to do that, and I am still not doing that, so that's not what I'm talking about. But I want to say this. If you're thinking, like, wait a minute, GMHaunts is covering a Home Depot leak when he said he wasn't going to be covering leaks. Well, in that thing that I released in that paper, I said I would not be covering Spirit Halloween 2021 leaks. I said nothing about Home Depot or Lowe's or anything like that. So today I am covering the first Home Depot 2021 leak because I'm still going to be covering Home Depot, just not Spirit stuff, because I think what's going on over there is bad. But I will be covering Home Depot leaks, and just a couple days ago we got our first one from a YouTube account, basically showing us our first Home Depot 2021 animatronic. Now, it's pretty cool. There's a lot of controversy around it. There's a lot to discuss. Is it good? Is it not? It got leaked. So without further ado, let's take a look at the leaked Home Depot 2021 animatronic video for the Mad Scientist and Mini Scientist animatronic.
We are going to try something very special this full moon Halloween night. Hold on tight. Don't move a muscle.
Are you sure this is gonna work, boss?
This might pinch a little. Ready?
This doesn't seem like a very good idea.
I'm going to pull the lever. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow! That was amazing!
So you just saw the video that just got leaked out of a Home Depot 2021 animatronic. Now, before I actually go into my thoughts about this brand new prop and what I think about it and if I think it's good or not, I just want to say I'm not 100% sure how this video came out, because basically a couple days ago this video got posted by a YouTube account saying that it was a brand new Home Depot 2021 animatronic, that it was 76 inches tall, and that basically it was just a Mad Scientist and Mini Scientist. Now, the reason I say I really don't understand this video is because, as you just saw, it actually seems to be that this video was filmed in somebody's house and, like, maybe even somebody's living room. Now, this is confusing to me because I really don't understand how someone has this animatronic right now. Now, you might be thinking, how do you know this is 2021? Maybe it's just someone lying and saying it is. Well, there was a lot of research done and a lot of people digging. This is confirmed to be a Home Depot 2021 animatronic because this has never been released by any company. It's never been seen before, and it matches up with some shipping stuff from Home Depot, and it is confirmed to be a Home Depot 2021 animatronic. Now, this might have been a Home Depot manager or maybe a Home Depot employee who already got this animatronic and wanted to set it up and film a video of it. Either way, this is confirmed to be a Home Depot 2021 prop, and as you can see, this video just got released of one of its phrases, maybe the only phrase it has. Now, as you can see, this is an animatronic that is two animatronics kind of in one, which is sort of interesting. Now, as you can see, we have one 6-foot scientist who is on the base, and then on the other side of the base, you have a little scientist, and then in the middle of them, you have an electrical kind of box that kind of sparks after the activation happens. Now, as you can, something interesting about this animatronic is that they actually talk to each other. Now, we've seen this effect before on Jack Stalker, the recently released Jack Stalker from Morris Costumes, where the pumpkin he was holding and the actual animatronic actually talk to each other. But we've also seen this on the Tug of War clowns, where they had corresponding dialogue that they were actually talking to each other and reacting to what the other one said. Now, this animatronic is going for the same kind of effect, where the mad scientist and the little mad scientist are actually talking to each other and kind of respond to what each other are saying and react differently. Now, I actually think this is a pretty cool animatronic, and I know there's a lot of controversy around it, but I'm going to say why I like this. As you can see, the mad scientist is 6 foot tall. He has that kind of signature, like shocked hair that a scientist always has. He has a very creepy looking face. He kind of even seems to have some face paint on, which is sort of weird. He has some detailing around his nose, around his mouth, and his eyes kind of had black all under them. He has a lab coat on, just as a mad scientist does, and he has a green lab-like beaker that kind of lights up. It has a skull at the top of it, and his hands kind of look like skeleton hands. Now, I'm going to say this now. I do like this animatronic a lot. I think this is really unique. Now, I will say the one thing that I don't like about it and the one thing that everybody doesn't like about it. Obviously, this thing looks really, really cheap. Now, I think the dead giveaway that can tell you this thing is made cheaply and kind of why people aren't liking it is the mouth movement. Now, as you can see on the little scientist and the full-size scientist, is that they do have that cheap mouth movement that isn't actually real. But it's not like a mouth mechanism. It's just the jaw moving up and down. Now, we see this a lot on cheap companies, and we've seen this a lot, and it does kind of turn a lot of people away and make people not like certain things. In my opinion, I think this is still good for the detail, and I'm going to go into that and discuss why I think so. This animatronic is supposedly manufactured by Pan-Asian Creations, PAC. Now, that would kind of explain the cheapness of this, because Pan-Asian Creations isn't one of the best companies. Now, they do make stuff for Spirit every year, but they don't really make animatronics. And it is seemed to be that this mad scientist animatronic is actually made by PAC, which explains why it does seem to be made so cheaply, because Pan-Asian isn't always the greatest company. Now, talking about this animatronic and why I think it's so unique is because, number one, I actually think the mad scientist, the life size, and the mini scientist is such a cool idea. And I love seeing that there's two life sizes, well, one life size and one kind of smaller guy on the same base and in the same prop that actually talk to each other. Now, like I said in the beginning, we've seen Tug of War clowns, we've seen Jack Stalker, but we've never seen any animatronic like this on two animatronics that talk to each other but aren't really the same type of character. We have a life-size scientist and we have a little helper who's also talking to him. Now, another thing I think that's really cool with the little helper is that he actually has a high-pitched voice, which kind of differentiates the life-size one and the little one, and I think this is just a nice touch that he has like a higher pitched voice. Now, another thing I really like that goes along with this corresponding dialogue is how the mad scientist says, I'm going to pull the lever, and he does it, and then you actually see that the electrical thing in the middle actually starts to spark, and it kind of moves around, and it lights up. Now, I think that's really cool, because again, it adds another sense of effect of the things they're saying are actually happening. Not only do these two animatronics talk to each other, but they also set off an electrical shockwave on the electrical box in the middle, and I think that's really cool. Now, another thing I really like about the life-size one and the little one, they both feature this, is that the hair and the hands actually light up with the beaker. I don't think the hands do, but the beaker does, which kind of lights up the hands. I love how when they're talking and how the mouth is moving, that the hair actually has a green LED. It lights up. It looks really, really cool, like their brain is lighting up, sort of. And I love how the beaker also lights up in the life-size one hand. I think that's so cool, because the green effect really adds some coolness to it. Obviously, if you don't know, I'm a giant fan of the green color. I think anything with green looks really cool. And I think the green LEDs with this animatronic go along really well with a mad scientist, because it really creates that effect of like slime or like an electrical effect. I think that's really cool. I think the electrical panel in the middle is such a cool touch, because it even seems that the little one is actually holding the wires coming out of the box, and he kind of shakes a little bit when it turns on, because they start to shake around. I think that's really cool how he's holding it and he shakes around when they turn on, and I just think this is such a cool, unique design, because we've never seen anything like this. We've never seen like a design of two animatronics and one talking to each other, who then set off another effect in the middle of them. I think that's really cool. Now, I'm really excited and interested to see how much this animatronic will be, because obviously there's a lot going on with it. And even though it is kind of poorly made and has cheap mouth movement since it's made by Pan-Asian Creations, there's a lot going on. You have mouth movement on both of them. You have an electrical box that lights up and shakes. You have LEDs in both of their heads and their eyes. Now, with so many of these things going on, and that the mad scientist, the one is 6 foot, and you'll have another one, and the base is really big too, it brings up the question, how much will this animatronic retail for? Now, honestly, I really don't know. I would love to see that since this is made by Panavision Creations, it would be cheaper and maybe around $130, $140 because it's not that's not that well made. But at the same time, I want to be realistic, and I really don't believe that a 6 foot animatronic, like a smaller one with mouth movement and LED eyes and an electrical panel that shakes in the middle, I really don't believe, even though it's made by PAC, I honestly really don't believe that it's going to be that cheap. So we could be looking at around $250 or $260 for this animatronic, which I honestly think is not a good price. I like this one. I think this is really cool. I think it's a unique idea. But for that price, even I wouldn't pick it up because I feel like that price kind of turns me away for an animatronic that is made by like this and has bad mouth movement. And it's probably cheaply made on the inside with the poles and everything, how it's manufactured. I really don't believe that price would fit it, and that's why I would say it would be awesome to see if this animatronic was around $120, $130, $140, but I really don't think we're going to see that, and I think it is going to be more the price of a life size because it has two, and even though it has that cheap mouth movement, I think we're going to see some more prices on it. Either way, I think this is a really cool prop. I think the idea behind it is really cool. I love to see more scientists coming out, and I think Home Depot is really doing a good job picking up more Halloween stuff, because if you don't know, I did a video talking about my top 5 anticipated releases for 2021, and Home Depot was on my list because I think Home Depot did a tremendous job for the 2020 Halloween season, and I think off of this, I think the 2021 Halloween season is going to be as good, if not even better, and I can't wait to see the rest of the lineup Home Depot has for 2021. I think this is a great animatronic, and even though it's poorly made, I think it looks really cool. The phrases are really nice on it. The LEDs are really cool. I mean, overall, I can't wait to see this at my local Home Depot for the 2021 Halloween season. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up my video taking a look at and discussing the brand new leaked video of the Mad Scientist and Mini Scientist Home Depot 2021 animatronic. So let's cut to the outro. So that's going to wrap up my video taking a look at and discussing the brand new leaked video for the Mad Scientist and Mini Scientist Home Depot 2021 animatronic. Again, just some final notes. I think this is an awesome idea from Home Depot, if not Panavision Creations. I love to see these more scientist animatronics because I love scientists, I love laboratory themes, and I think this came out really cool. Even though it is sort of poorly made and the mouth movement isn't that great, I think the LEDs in the head, I think the sculpt of it, I think the design, I think the phrases and the dialogue is really cool. And overall, this is an awesome idea, and I can't wait to see the rest of Home Depot's 2021 lineup. Now, before I totally close out the video, I just want to say this. At the time I'm filming this, I am at 596 subscribers, 4 away from the big 600. Now, I'm going to say this. For 600 subscribers, I have some big plans. Now, I'm not going to be doing a game show like I recently did with Jack's Trivia and Jack's Monster Mash, so don't get too disappointed because I'll tell you this, there is game shows planned in the future for some bigger milestones, but I will say this, for 600 subscribers, I am debuting something that no one has ever seen anything like this. You haven't seen it on my channel before. It's a brand new idea. There's a lot to it, and it's really, really cool. And I don't even want to give out any hints yet because it's really exciting, and I can't wait to reveal it to all of you, and I will as soon as I hit 600 subscribers. So as soon as I hit 600 subscribers, you're going to get the reveal of whatever my spooky surprises are, and I'm going to drop some of my upcoming surprises that I have for you, and I can't wait to reveal it because it is very, very cool. Ladies and gentlemen, remember as always, for everything scary, I'm GMHaunts. I'll see you guys later for more Home Depot 2021 videos. Goodbye.